This week on Country Music Junkies, I'm so pleased to be joined by Rebecca Rain, up-and-comer in the country music industry. And let's kind of take our fans and our listeners back to the beginning for you and when you decided to make this a career.
Awesome. Well, I started doing music when I was pretty young. I was 12. My dad was a karaoke disc jockey at the time, and right around that same time that he started DJing for karaoke events, I started getting into poetry, and then I would start putting music to my words, and then one thing led to another. My dad, he contacted a producer in the area, and it sort of became like an addiction for me, and I've been steadily doing it ever since. So, yeah.
That's so cool. Now, for fans who maybe haven't heard your music before, what sort of style of music and what kind of influences would we hear in your music?
Definitely you can hear a traditional influence for sure. My family and I grew up listening to classic country artists like Patsy Cline and Loretta Lynn and Johnny Cash and Merle Haggard and all of those classics. I'm definitely also a big fan of Canadian artists like Feist and Blue Rodeo. Actually, Bob Egan from Blue Rodeo played the steel pedal guitar track on Back on the Hollow, so that was really cool for me because I'm a huge fan of Blue Rodeo. Oh,
that is very cool. Now, you mentioned your new single, Back in the Hollow. Let's talk about that song and what fans can expect from that. What's the story behind that song?
When I wrote that song, I was kind of going through a really weird time in my life. I was living alone in a basement apartment and just sort of working a 9 to 5, still working on my music career. That's always been something that I've been plugging away at. And I'm in my mid-20s now, but as I was sort of coming into that period of time, my friends around me were starting to settle down and have babies and get married, and there wasn't too much going on for me in my life at that time. Romantically, I just couldn't seem to find anybody. It felt like it was a time in my life where nothing was really clicking or happening, and so I wrote that song about people that maybe feel like they're on the outskirts of what is normal and expected of us in our society, and I was just sort of working through those pressures of feeling like, I'm not where I want to be, or there's definitely some normal insecurities that come when you're at that point in your life, and sometimes it's easy to compare ourselves to other people, and I just sort of wrote a song. I wanted to make a testament to that sort of feeling of it's okay to be back in the hollow and stuck, and you will find your way.
Absolutely. Well, that sounds like a really cool song. And if fans want to check it out, where can they go to hear that?
They can go to my website. It's www.rebeccarain.com. And Rain, R-A-I-N. So you can hear it there. It's on YouTube. I'm on Facebook. You can just search Rebecca Rain, and it's all there.
Amazing. Well, that is really cool. Now, Rebecca, what's next for you?
I'm still working on lots of songs. I'm doing a lot of co-writing, and you can expect a record from me in the spring, a full length.
Excellent. Well, we're definitely looking forward to hearing that. Again, fans, be sure to check out Rebecca's new single, Back in the Hollow, and be sure to connect with her on her website and also on social media. Now, Rebecca, any kind of plans for the fall in terms of touring or shows or anything like that? Or are you mainly focusing on this record?
I'm putting a lot of focus on this record. Definitely going to be busy with shows as well. I'll be playing in Orangeville and Kitchener and Guelph. I've got a few dates booked in Ottawa. And all of my tour dates are listed on my website too.
Amazing. Well, fans, be sure to check her out. Rebecca Rain, thank you so much for chatting with us today.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.